to the cause of the gospel and serve God. They want to serve themselves. Now the problems with wolves is this, and you got to get this. Get this. Either they were never delivered from the bondage to the flesh, or they have returned to it. Either they never been delivered, or they return to it. Willingly, they are servants of the flesh. Now, it may be unknowingly, but they are thereby servants to Satan himself. And they are there to further Satan's purpose. Some of the things you're doing, you are helping Satan. You're helping Satan. I don't care how you look at it. I don't care how you want to dress it up. You're helping Satan. That's right. I'm just trying to please myself. You're helping Satan. That's right. The Bible says, if any man come after Christ, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow after me. If you're not doing that, you're helping Satan. The Bible says you're going to have either one or two masters. You're going to love one, you're going to hate the other. Come on. Some of us have got to the point, man, where we are hit men for Satan. You know, act like you don't know it. You see the damage you causing. My Lord. And what Paul told Timothy is that in 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 26, that I hope they come to their senses and escape from the snares of the devil. Because there's some issues, there's some problems. Now get this. Paul alludes to us in verse number 20 of the text that Satan stands behind these wolves, using them to achieve his purpose. But then he also indicates in verse number 20 that Satan's full and final defeat is certain. It's coming. And that's why it says, and the God of peace will soon crush Satan under your feet. Satan through his wolves may nip at your heels now, but in the end, he will be crushed under our feet. So what does that mean? That means that the one who promotes strife and disharmony will be destroyed and defeated by the God of peace. Alright? He will be defeated by the God of peace. So that's his motive. His motives his motive is to cause strife. His motive is to come against the things of God. His motive is to destroy unity and harmony, whether it be in the church, whether it be in your marriage, whether it be among your friendships and relationships. That's his motive. Now let's look at his method. The first thing he does is he seeks out those that are vulnerable. There are three things that he tries to do. The first thing is that he seeks out, he preys upon the vulnerable. See, Satan has his ways of attacking the strong, but the wolves tend to prey upon the weak. Satan got his ways not attacking the strong, but the wolves go after the weak. They go after the weak and the more vulnerable sheep in the flock. See, that's why I like some of our believers, because of what our believers now have the tendency, and they have learned, Sister Irma, that when Satan comes among us, or when Satan or the wolves come upon us, we need to circle the wagons. We need to circle the wagons. And it blew my mind, and you know how I just do things and put people on blast. It blew my mind how I heard that, you know, a couple of weeks ago, some of our female members had the nerve to go pick up the queen of the church and give her a night out. And Sister Ella telling me she eat breakfast all up in bed and all that kind of stuff. See, you circling the wagons because, see, the doctor gave her a bad report, and now the believers have circled around her, so now the devil can't get to her and start putting stuff in her mind that she ought not be listening to. And that's what the devil does. He seeks after the weak. I remember when I first, when brother, my good friend here, Brother Dangerfield, first started working at Royal Nissan, and the devil was really attacking him. And he came to me one day, man, tears all up in his eyes and stuff. And he said, brother, I just need you to pray for me. He said, I need you to pray for me because I feel like I'm going to lose my mind. You remember that? I need you to pray for me. I need you to pray for me. And he told me that, Brother Adolph, and I walked off. And Dad just said, man, what kind of joker this preacher is? I didn't let him pray for me. And I'm crying and I'm shouting and he didn't walk off. But see, what I did was, not only did I pray for him, but I went and started doing some else. I went and started working on his behalf. Come on, somebody. And not only did I pray for him, but then I went and told him, hey man, call this person here. They're about to buy a car. Come on. Come on. He started walking his high when he started selling. I wish I had some help. He started walking his high when he started saying, because see, sometimes you got to understand, God is not simply telling us to pray, but God is saying we need to circle the wagons. We need to circle the wagons. We need to do what we need to do in order to protect the weaker of the flock. Because the devil is after the weak of the flock. The devil is after the vulnerable, because the devil knows. See, there are certain conversations that the wolves will have with certain people that they ain't going to have with you. Amen. And see, I don't care how boastful and bad you can get and say, I wish they come talk to me. They ain't come to talk to me. They ain't going to talk to you. They're not going to bring that to you, but they're going to bring it to everybody around you. And you trying to figure out if they talking that much about me, when they going to talk to me, they're not going to talk to you. And the reason why they're not going to talk to you, because they know you're going to look them in the face and say, get thee behind me, Satan. They know you're going to look them in the face and say, look, if you got that much energy to be concerned about me, maybe you need to start taking care of some of your own stuff. Listen, he says that they look for the vulnerable. Go with me, I'm going to show you something that's really going to show